What if I told you that one of the greatest inventions of the 20th century was almost laughed out of existence? Today, jet engines power nearly every commercial airliner on Earth. Millions of people fly every day thanks to them. But the man who first imagined this revolutionary idea was dismissed as unrealistic, ignored by experts, and forced to fight to prove he wasn't dreaming. This is the incredible story of how the jet engine was really invented. In the 1920s, airplanes were powered by piston engines driving propellers. They worked well at low speeds, but there was a problem. As aircraft flew faster, propellers became less efficient. Engineers believed there was simply no practical way to fly much faster. But a young British Royal Air Force officer named Frank Whittle saw things differently. At just 22 years old, Whittle wrote a paper arguing for a continuous stream of hot, fast-moving exhaust gases to push an aircraft forward. His idea was simple. Compress air, mix it with fuel, ignite it, and let the expanding gases blast out the back for continuous thrust. Today, that sounds obvious. Back then, many experts thought it was impossible. Whittle even patented his design in 1930. But almost nobody wanted to fund it. Eventually, he couldn't even afford to renew his patent. Most inventors would have given up. Whittle didn't. In 1936, he founded Power Jets Limited. The team worked in cramped workshops with limited money and constant technical failures. Turbines overheated. Compressors broke apart. Materials weren't strong enough to survive the extreme temperatures. Then, on April 12, 1937, Whittle's experimental jet engine roared to life for the first time. It worked. Meanwhile, in Germany, Hans von Ohain had independently developed a similar idea. He flew the world's first jet-powered aircraft in 1939. Britain soon followed. In May 1941, the Gloucester E-2839, powered by Whittle's engine, made its first successful flight. During World War II, jet technology advanced rapidly. After the war, engineers refined the technology, making engines more reliable and powerful. Within a few decades, commercial aviation was transformed. Crossing the Atlantic became routine. International tourism exploded. Modern turbofans are quieter and cleaner than Whittle could ever have imagined. But they still rely on the principles he envisioned a century ago. Ironically, Frank Whittle never became wealthy. Yet his persistence changed the world forever. Next time you hear a jet, remember, it began with a young engineer who refused to accept that impossible was the final answer. If you enjoy untold stories behind the inventions that changed history, subscribe to Talking Tech.